In a peaceful village nestled between rolling hills, there lived an old monk named Tenzin. His humble hermitage sat at the edge of the village, surrounded by an overgrown garden that had seen better days. Despite his advancing years, Tenzin was known for his wisdom and kindness, and the villagers often sought his guidance. One autumn, a terrible drought struck the region. The once bountiful fields were now parched and cracked, and the villagers feared that the harvest would be ruined. Desperate for a solution, they gathered in the village square to discuss their plight. "We must do something," said the village elder. "Our crops are failing, and our families are suffering." Tenzin, who had been quietly observing from a distance, approached the villagers. "Perhaps I can help," he said calmly. "But first, I need your assistance." The villagers, though skeptical, agreed to follow the monk's guidance. Tenzin led them to his overgrown garden, which, despite the drought, had somehow remained lush and green. "I need you all to help me clear this garden," Tenzin instructed. "We will plant seeds here." The villagers were puzzled. "But how can this garden survive when our fields are withering?" they asked. Tenzin smiled gently. "The garden's secret is not in the soil or the water, but in the care and intention we put into it." With no other options, the villagers set to work. They cleared the weeds, tilled the soil, and planted the seeds as Tenzin directed. They worked tirelessly, driven by hope and the monk's unwavering belief. Weeks passed, and the drought persisted. But as the season progressed, something remarkable happened. The garden flourished, and the vegetables grew large and vibrant. The villagers were amazed and began to see a glimmer of hope. As the harvest approached, Tenzin invited the villagers to a feast in the garden. The table was laden with the produce from the garden, and everyone marveled at the abundance. As they ate, Tenzin spoke softly. "This garden thrived not because of luck, but because of the love and effort we put into it," he explained. "Just as we cared for this garden, so too must we care for each other and our community. The true harvest lies not only in the crops we grow, but in the unity and compassion we nurture." The villagers understood the lesson. They returned to their fields with renewed spirit, working together with the same care and hope they had shown in Tenzin's garden. Slowly, their efforts began to yield results. The fields, once parched, started to show signs of life. By the end of the season, while the drought had taken its toll, the harvest was sufficient to sustain the village. The villagers, grateful for Tenzin's wisdom, realized that their strength lay in their unity and the love they shared. Tenzin returned to his hermitage, content and at peace. The village continued to thrive, and they often spoke of the old monk who taught them that the greatest harvest comes from caring for one another. And so, in the heart of that small village, the lessons of the old monk lived on, as the bonds between the villagers grew stronger and their community flourished.